Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
And good evening and welcome to the Ted Meinhover Field here in Perham. I'm Jason Grotz, joined by Kyle Huberman as we get ready to go for tonight's Mid-Northwest North contest between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Hawley Nuggets. The Yellowjackets with a record of 2-4, taking on the Nuggets with a record of 1-5, and for the Yellowjackets tonight, you know, you got through that gauntlet, but it still doesn't get any easier when you face a team like Hawley that has some narrow losses on their side as well.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both of these squads' early wins. You know, Hawley got their early win and hasn't won since. We were 2-0 and lost 4 straight. So both teams incredibly hungry for victories. Both kind of playing the same types of teams and the same schedule. But both, you know, particularly Hawley stayed close in a lot of games. Lost by 2 to Barnesville, stayed close throughout. And so you can best believe they're in town here trying to get a W. So both teams are certainly hungry. We'll see who can come out on top. We're pretty healthy right now, so I feel good about our group tonight. Let's just hope that continues.
Yellowjackets coming off that tough loss to Pillager, which everyone has so far this year. Pillager knocked off the Yellowjackets 41-13. Hawley coming off a 40-21 game against DGF where they had an early lead on DGF, but then DGF just pulled away late and picked up the victory over the Nuggets. So you look at both teams here, one of the things for the Yellowjackets has been the key. They do not put up a lot of points right now, averaging just 12 points per game, and I know they're thinking maybe an opportunity to put up some points, and I think they're going to need to if they want to have success tonight against the Nuggets.
Yeah, Growth, I think this is going to be a tight game. I think this is going to be a fun game. You look at their records and you're going, I don't know. You know, these are going to be two kind of poor teams coming in, just kind of battling out and see which one comes on top. That's not really the case here. These are both high-level teams. You look at our side of the section and our side of this funky named conference we have now, it's some pretty darn good teams, particularly in the 8A sections standings. I'm sorry. So when you look at this, I'm really excited to see how this game goes. I've been excited about this all week, knowing this is going to be tight. Both teams like to run and pass the ball. You know, we've been kind of stuck with these teams that are like, all right, here it is, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's not the case tonight. We're going to get to see a lot of different players and a lot of different skill players out on the outside. I think that's going to be fun.
And one of the things to be interested to see under head coach Peter Nats right now, they're going to 2 quarterbacks. Leading the way is Hudson Mattoon at 411 yards passing with 4 touchdowns, but Brody Hadley is listed as the starter tonight. He is throwing for 265 yards with 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions. So, you know, the Nuggets want to lower that number there. And on the other side of the Yellowjackets, Tegan Detloff, he's completed 56 passes for just under 600 yards, and he's also throwing 9 interceptions with 5 touchdowns. So opportunities, though, and we talk about putting up points, but opportunities for defenses to create some turnovers and havoc there tonight.
Yeah, and that's probably why these teams are combined 3 and a lot of losses. And that's just, you can't turn the ball over. And both quarterbacks, well, now in this particular case, we have 3 quarterbacks working at it. I've heard a lot of good things about the freshman quarterback out of Hawley. Strong arm, big kid, considering he's just a freshman. Watching him in warm-ups, he looks really strong. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on it. I have a hunch we're going to probably see a little bit more of the freshman than we will with the older guy. But either way, it's going to be opportunities galore on both sides of the defense. And if somebody can come up with a pick 6 or a scoop and score, I think that might end up being the difference in the game.
We'll take a break, come back. We'll be joined by Yellowjacket.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. and every year we award 4 scholarships to Perham seniors. Yellowjackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Hey, it's Tucker again, did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Hello and welcome back to the 549 Media Pregame Show. We're now joined by Yellowjacket head coach Paige Thompson, getting ready for the regular season home finale.
Hey, it's Tucker again, did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to the 549 Media Pregame Show. We're now joined once again by Yellowjacket head coach Jesse Heim. Jesse, back at home after a tough road one against Pillager. First overall thoughts on the battle of Pillager.
Yeah, it's a good football team. Coach Clark has a pretty special group over there right now with some big offensive linemen and very physical defense. And we did a lot of nice things in the game, just wasn't enough.
Seemed like in that contest, the first half, you were able to get some offense moving and get some success there. But then ultimately, like you said, the second half was kind of where they separated from you guys.
Yeah, we had some opportunities. We didn't help ourselves out in some aspects with turnovers early, but our defense, stopping the triple option's a tough task, even if you see it every week, and we only get to see it once a year. So they did a great job for the most part that night, and special teams played a big role. We gave ourselves a shot with an onside kick and recovered that one. We just got to start playing a little more complimentary.
You mentioned the special teams. It seems to be a roller coaster this year throughout. How do you see that going, and how has that been planned for you here in the next few weeks?
Yeah, it's important. It shows. A couple weeks ago we had a couple miscues that probably cost us or put us in a tough spot against Barnesville. But continuing to clean things up, and just like any other aspect of the game, you get better as the year goes on. And a lot of times, some of the younger guys are starting to take their role and take more pride in what they're doing, and hopefully we play a clean game.
Your senior class has definitely had a big impact, and of late you're seeing a lot from Tristan Larson on both sides of the ball. What does he bring to this team? Yeah,
he's a leader. It hasn't always come easy for Tristan, and this year we've seen kind of a different version of him, and probably the best version, most people will tell you. So he's continuing to lead, continuing to do things right himself and lead by example, and he's been an awesome captain for us.
Now, some changes in offense a little bit here and there. Have you guys kind of settled into what you like to see and what you're hoping to work on here in the next few weeks?
Yeah, for the most part. Some of it had to be due to injury. We had a couple guys out that we had to figure out what we had to give ourselves the best shot to be successful. And I think we're settling in on a few things that we're pretty good at, and continuing to just throw different looks at teams and play fast and physical.
Now you're facing a Hawley team here at home that's coming in kind of defensively giving up the same amount of points, but has been in the same battles that you have been. What do you expect to see from them this year?
There's a lot of athletes on the field. Coach Nats always has a stable of really good athletes over there, and they play hard. They're in the same boat we are with, dropping a couple close ones to some really close teams or good teams, and they're hungry for a win just as we are, and it's going to be a battle.
Last year, it went down to the wire, a 2-point victory. Do you expect them to bring some extra energy from that game to this year?
Man, that was a whirlwind, but it's going to be a battle from start to finish, and this time of the year, everybody's probably got their best stuff on the field, and we just got to make sure we do what's right ourselves first and then go from there.
As you hit this kind of grind of the season, you went through a very strong stretch of the season, but as you said, every game brings different challenges throughout. Health-wise, and Hawley, what do you expect overall on the see against them defensively in this game?
Defensively, they got a lot of veteran linebackers specifically. They put a lot of athletes on the field. Their back half does a really good job in coverage, and up front they play really hard. I mean, they're never gonna give up on a play. I know just watching them on tape the last couple weeks, there's a lot of things that make you go, wow, this isn't a normal 1-5 team. I told somebody they're probably the best 1-5 team in the state because there's some things you see that you don't normally see, and they've shown at times that they can play with anybody. So we got to be assignment sharp and just continue to do what we do.
You've seen a variety of different defenses and powerful, strong defenses. That kind of prepare you and help you guys against a team like Hawley tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially after last year when we knew we had to dive into the run game a little more. Now that we still had a young O-line at the beginning of this year, and those guys have been getting better every week. And I think we're yet to see their best game, and hopefully tonight's the night to see it.
Defensively, for you guys, what will be the keys against Hawley?
We gotta manage their athletes. I mean, they do a really good job getting their athletes the ball. We gotta pressure their quarterback depending on which one's in. I know they played them both last week, so we gotta wreak some havoc in the backfield and be physical in the box. And then when it comes time, we gotta cover out wide.
Hall of Fame night, always an entertaining night that brings some more things to the game here at Meinhover Field. First of all, really thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's special. It's anytime you get to induct people into your high school Hall of Fame. Some of the people you compete with them, you're coached by them. It's just a unique thing, and it's cool that we take the football event to honor them, and it just kind of brings it all together.
Anything else to say to all before tonight's game with Hawley?
No, looking forward to it.
And that's Yellowjacket head coach Jesse Hine right here on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Well, welcome back here to the beautiful Ted Meinhover Field. We're getting ready to go for tonight's contest. The Yellowjackets won the toss, deferred their option to the second half. The Yellowjackets will kick off the Hawley to start. We'll take a look quickly at our New Horizons Realty starting lineups. First for the Nuggets when they're on offense. Across the line, Dominic Klein, Jaden Alvarado, Connor Kuzmatka, Dotson, Kratzky, and Tucker Anderson, the men on the line. At quarterback, Brody Hadley. In the backfield, Liam Peterson and Jackson Schenk. And the receivers, Lincoln Midtoon, Wyatt Jekvig, and Charlie Steer. And expect to see freshman Hudson Midtoon as well at quarterback for Hawley. For the Yellowjackets, when they're on defense, the line will be Lucian Harms in the middle. On the ends, Jack Hexie and Logan Guck. The linebackers, Tristan Larson, Johnny Ramos, Tegan Schmelz, Ty Rooney. At safety, Gavin Griffin. Good to have him back after a 2-game absence due to injury. And in the corners, Tate Zacharias, Jaden Borman, and Isaiah Farrell for the Yellowjackets. Brody Bloom will kick things off as we get ready to go. Early start tonight. I'm Jason Groth with Kyle Haverman. And away we go with the kick here right away to the near side, picked up at the 20. A nice return to the far side across the 40 to the 44. And a good start there on the return.
It's good to be with you, Growth. I think you'll get a good sense here early on both these teams. This time of the year when you're, not having the season you were hoping to, and it's, football's a tough one. When you start to go downhill, it seems like it starts to snowball on you. Can you get the guys pumped up? Can you fly off the football? Normally the team that's able to do that and treat this game as a zero, the first game of the season typically has the most success.
Hadley's going to start with 2 receivers to the right. He's in the gun looking over the defense. He's going to hand it off. Hand off there to the right side was Lelm. Gets maybe a yard. It'll be second down. Second and 9 for the Hawley Nuggets, their first possession of the night. They will split Jekvig out wide to the far side. In the gun with 3 receivers here in the near far. Hadley looks, pumps, fires, pass complete. Nice catch there, Lincoln Midtoon. Yellowjackets
I think we
converge,
got it.
And there's a fumble, and the Yellowjackets are pointing that they have it. Wait for the official call. The officials haven't really jumped in there yet.
They're all staring at each other.
Yellowjackets say they have the football. Midtoon and the Nuggets aren't really arguing, but now they're going to have a discussion and a meeting.
Head umpire Terry Eider's giving us the football, though.
It will be Yellowjacket football on the turnover.
It certainly looked like a fumble from up here, Growth. He was still definitely up when it just seemed like the play was maybe over, but I think just the way the tackle finished, it looked like he still had it, and I think the ball was out the entire time. So huge start to the football game here for the Yellowjackets.
Yellowjackets on offense. Quarterback Tegan Deloff, Griffin, and Larson in the backfield. Tate Zacharias, Ty Rooney, Jaden Borman, the receivers. We'll get you the moving company in a second. Detloff is going to hand it off. Griffin, left side, nice run straight ahead. Plows forward, gets stood back up at about the 47. Moving companies, Jack Hexie, Jaden Trump, Tegan Schmelz, Lucian Harms, and Riker Zimmerman.
We've had a little bit of movement within our line this year, but look to it. It's been pretty normal all the way through. Look to these guys if they can push with having Gavin Griffin back. He should be a spark for us if our line can hold up.
Detloff, low snap, gets it to Griffin off the right edge. Breaks a couple of tackles over his shoulder through a defender at the 40. He's down to the 38, and a nice run in the Yellowjackets at 1st and 10.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Growth. When you have a guy like that hasn't played in a couple games, he had under concussion stuff, so his legs should be really, really fresh. You kind of saw him just kind of pop off the line there. There was not a whole lot there for him to work, but he jump cuts to the right and pushes. Great start for him.
1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Their first drive of the game off the turnover. Deloff. Handoff again. This time Griffin left side. He gets wrapped up there eventually by Dylan Hoekstra. But a nice run by Griffin across the 35. Brings up second down. Count 2nd and 6. 9:55 and counting in our first quarter, here from Ted Meinhover Field, and the Yellowjackets quickly back to the line. Handoff again. Griffin trying to get around the edge. He does. Makes a couple of men miss. Drives forward. Eventually hit out of bounds there on the play by Colton Klages. He's the leading tackler for Hawley, but it's another Yellowjacket first down.
You're seeing us go with some tempo here, Jason. I think that's must be part of the plan tonight, is to just keep us in rhythm, keep us moving. Obviously, the offense has been predicated completely on Griffin so far, but look to us to keep this tempo going, and now we're close to the red zone. It's been our thing all year, is not being able to finish out these drives. Let's hope we can do it today.
Receivers one right, one to the left, and the pistol is Detloff. This time it's Larson straight ahead. And he runs into a wall. Hoekstra is one of the first ones there. You can see the difference in running with Larson and Griffin, and Larson straight ahead is just going to try to run through everyone.
Got a little bit more scataboo in him than Gavin Griffin. You just head down and push and push and push, and it's nice to have that little mix. Like you said, definitely a difference in types of running style.
Rooney goes wide to the right. Zacharias at the bottom of your screen. Detloff has Larson behind him. It's going to be Detloff on the keep. He goes around to the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, finally gets sent out of bounds. Bringing him out of bounds, a skink on that one. It's going to be close to a first down, but it'll be third down and about a yard.
And this entire year, we haven't seen a ton of this where we're really moving guys. And Detloff on the point of attack there, he really pushed. And they didn't really have, even their linebackers didn't seem to match the size of Detloff. So we got to take advantage of this. We haven't had a whole lot of time this season when we've had maybe the physical advantage.
Detloff the snap, hands it off. Larson straight ahead. He gets wrapped up. Nice job in the backfield. Getting there was Alvarado. It's going to make it a fourth down for the Yellowjackets. Steer was also in on that one. Alvarado was the one that slowed down the running back, Larson. No real tough decision here. 4th and 1. Yellowjackets are going to go for it inside the red zone. Larson the split back. Zeise to the left, and the tush push formation. Detloff's going to power forward and get some help, and that will move the chains for the Yellowjackets once they finally blow it dead.
That was definitely tush pushy. I don't think he would have had it right away. When he hit the initial side, he hit the left tackle, and he wasn't going anywhere, and our running backs were able to push him forward for a nice moving of the chains.
First and goal for the Yellowjackets.
Did you expect me to say tush pushy tonight?
I did not, but after seeing the Eagles run about 5 of them last night, you never know. Detloff pitch. Griffin on the outside. Now cuts back inside. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Gavin Griffin on the touchdown run of 9 yards, and the Yellowjackets strike first.
You can definitely tell he just kind of shot out of a cannon. When a guy like that, who's been hungry to play the last couple of weeks, gets his chance, he's going to the outside. He put his foot in the grass and drove in. What a great start for our Perham football team.
7:31 to go on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. The Yellowjackets strike first on a touchdown run by Gavin Griffin. Bloom will be on for the extra point. Snap, spot, the kick is good, and the Yellowjackets take a 7-0 lead, and we'll be back.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Kick is away. It's another nice one. And Lelm on the return swings back to the near side inside the 30 and about the 26, 27 on the return for Lelm. And that's where Hawley will start with their second possession of the game.
Nice kick there by Bloom. Much better than that first one. A little bit of hang time on there allows us, anytime you can move the field with special teams and not have them get it around midfield or around the 40, you should feel pretty good about that in high school football.
Now it's Hudson Mattoon at quarterback, sends the man in motion. He's going to hand it off, and driving forward on that one was Peterson. Or Klages, excuse me. And it's now 2nd and 6.
They must be going series on, series off here because nothing nothing negative by the quarterback in that first possession. Just looking probably to mix it up. It's particularly a lot of times coaches will do this at least the first quarter to get a feel on maybe who the hot hand is.
Receivers now give them in motion. They're going to send Steer back into the backfield. And Mattoon is going to keep it around edge left side. Nice job by the Yellow Jacket pursuit. Not much there. Mattoon on the keeper makes it 3rd and about 5. Zeise was one of many to get over there. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, Mattoon at quarterback, 411 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Heard a lot of positive things about his play and his arm. He's going to roll, now tuck it away and try to run. Gets chased down by actually gets away from him. Fights forward, has the first down.
Exie tried making that play there, just had to kind of actually get out of body a little bit. I think he might be hurt, but just the way he ended up trying to make that tackle, I don't know if it was maybe a hip or something, but good play by the Midthune kid, just finding a way to get to that first down.
Since you already alluded to the tush push, should we say that's Jackson Dardish of last night?
Man, he makes you sad when you got McCarthy. You're like hoping that he looks like that at some point.
Movement on the line, and there's the flag. Yellow Jackets into the neutral zone. And that will be a penalty on the Yellow Jackets.
It's always a tricky one now because they're allowed to get back, but if there's any sort of if they provoke an offensive lineman to move at all, then they get the 5 yards. And in that case, it didn't look like any of the offensive linemen moved, but if you make contact, then you have that. And it's just a tricky one. And I think the umpires on both sides are kind of wondering, should we call it or not?
I think it also I don't know in high school if you're actually allowed. I think once you're in, that's the.
But I don't know if he crossed anywhere. If it was more just the jump.
There's the jump, yes. Handoff, left side, swarmed under right away.
That's been a strength of ours all year, Growth, is our linebackers really can get up to the line of scrimmage and make a play early, particularly when they have their eyes on the football. Any of that kind of quarterback hold stuff, or if it's just initial, we've been very good at that. I know our points haven't always been there, but that has a lot to do with our just not being able to sustain offensive drives. Our linebackers have been really good throughout this season.
That was Charlie Steer on the carry. As he gets swarmed under, it's 2nd and 6 at the 44. Midtune with time. Pumps. Now the pressure comes. Eludes the first rusher. Now drives forward. Finally gets swarmed under and tackled by Gavin Griffin on a positive run by Midtune. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
We did a great job of collapsing the pocket there. It's just everybody kind of looked at the quarterback waiting on who was going to take him down, and he did a nice job of stepping up in the pocket and then realizing the best option was to push. But big 3rd down here right before midfield here. Let's find a way to make a stop here, Growth.
I like what the Yellow Jackets did with the delayed pressure, bringing that late blitz there. And now the snap, handoff. Left side, not much there. Getting the carry was Lincoln Midtune. It's going to be 4th down, and Peter Nance has a decision. 4th and a long one for Hawley in their first big decision of the night. In the first quarter, the Yellow Jackets lead 7-0 after a Gavin Griffin touchdown run, which the Yellow Jackets turned a fumble into points. Now can the defense get another stop here? I form, they send a man in motion. Handoff, right side, Steer has the first down. He's into Yellow Jacket territory, and he's swarmed under now and brought down by Gavin Griffin, as well as Isaiah Farrell in the play on the tackle. And it's a first down, though, for the Hawley Nuggets.
We kind of sold the farm there up the A-gap, really brought everybody close to the line of scrimmage, and they did a nice job of getting to the outside. Tate Zacharias had a chance at making a play there, but that's a tough one when you're trying to also contain the football and keep them inside.
It's interesting, only at the high school level, I've discussed with coaches, they don't really script as much as you think as you hear about the pros and the college level, and especially when you have 2 quarterbacks here. What kind of script, if they do a little bit, for what plays they run for Hadley and what they run for Midtune as he rolls out. Now fires far side, pass complete to Steer, short of the first down, has a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, most high school coaches have a list kind of what they have in a particular situation. So if it's 3rd and 6, they kind of have their little, highlighted plays of what they like to run out of that. And then I suppose with 2 quarterbacks, you also have a skill set there. He did a nice job of rolling out to the left there and throwing the ball in a place where he could continue to run, which got that little bit of yards after catch. It puts him in a 2nd and short.
2:45 in counting in our opening quarter here from Ted Meinhover Field. Now back to the line is Midtoon. It's going to hand it off. Not much there. Nice job by the Yellow Jacket front, but the second effort is going to be enough for a first down there for Lincoln Midtoon. And it was all second effort there by Midtoon as the Yellow Jackets looked like they had him wrapped up, but he was able to push through and get the first down.
Doesn't this feel like it's going to be a really good game?
It does.
You just got a couple of teams that are hungry, and they, when you're a team like both of these, you just look you can look all week and you look Monday through Thursday. You're saying this is one we definitely can get. That's on both sides of football. You're kind of seeing that early here.
Well, both these teams just ran that gauntlet we talked about, and now backside pass is complete. On the far side, there's Liam Peterson. Breaks in a couple of tackles and has a first down. Nice play moving the defense of the Yellow Jackets to the near side, then throwing back across to Peterson, who's left alone, and it's a first down for the Hawley Nuggets.
I was just bragging up our linebackers there. Our line did a fantastic job of not overselling it. They held back, jumped, trying to slow that thing down. That's when your linebackers have to come up and make a play, but they were just a little bit deep on that, which allowed for the big play.
Nuggets are in the red zone on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, looking to answer the Yellow Jacket touchdown with one of their own. Midtoon sends the man in motion. That's Lincoln Midtoon. Now hands it off. No, he fakes and keeps. Rolls right side. Pass is complete. Hauling in and juggling with it is Jackson Skank, but he makes the reception. Goes inside the 10. And it'll be pending the spot. 2nd down and short.
The Skank name is kind of synonymous with Hawley, and one other thing they're synonymous, they're just tough kids and always big, strong kids, and that was definitely the case there. He kind of had to juggle back to catch that football, and then once he caught it, he knew he was going to take a lot of contact, and that's exactly what happened.
It will actually be 1st and goal at about the 8 for the Nuggets with 1:09 and counting in our opening quarter, and a fast-moving first quarter here from the Ted Meinhover Field. Handoff left side, steer, the hole opens. Now he's met and stood up and brought back a couple of yards to about the 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal for Hawley.
You're seeing our defensive line looks pretty tired there. They were both kind of slow back to line of scrimmage, and you see Coach Robertson saw that as well. So he's got a couple new guys coming in, getting a little bit of subs here, also kind of in a goal line situation defensively.
2nd and goal for the Nuggets.
Got Lucian Harms up playing nose tackle, a couple other big bodies. Try to slow them down here, especially after that big hole was just open.
2 backs, split to either side. It's Mattoon. Direct Hughes looking to run right away. There's a flag. Nice tackle by Larson, but did he get a face mask?
Maybe the horse collar?
He went to the sleeve. We'll see what the official call is.
Unless it was a hold early on that play, definitely looked like Tristan was held.
Face mask on the Yellow Jackets.
I was trying to wish it into existence. That's a tough break there. He got a little bit inside early in that play, and Tristan worked his tail off to get back outside to make that play. And that probably is why he just was a little desperate and grabbed and didn't know where he was grabbing, and ends up grabbing a little bit of face mask. 1st and goal after the penalty, but the Nuggets don't have to run a play, and they are not going to. We're going to head to the 2nd quarter. Fast-moving first quarter. We head to the 2nd quarter on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets lead.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
Well, it's been a nice answer for Hawley right now as the Yellowjackets are trying to keep them off the board. It's going to be 1st and goal after the face mask penalty moves to the 5-yard line. As Hawley is hoping to answer the early touchdown by the Yellowjackets. As Midtoon stays at quarterback. Storyline we'll talk about all game long is Hawley entering with 2 quarterbacks. Hadley had the first drive, but it was a fumble. And Mattoon has the second drive, and that's where we're at right now. Mattoon under center. Hands it off to Lincoln. Mattoon, nothing there. Nice job by the Yellowjacket front right there. After the quarter break to get the stop, it's going to be 2nd and goal. Down, Judge. Scoreboard says 2nd. They have 3rd on the far side. So we'll figure that out in a second. Mattoon now scrambles to his right and gets tripped under. Ty Rooney over there, I believe it was. And it was Rooney on the tackle. Now it's...
I definitely think there's some confusion here because certainly I thought it was initially just the line marker, but the officials are all kind of looking together and they just all put up 4th down. But it's certainly, I don't think it's 4th down. But
the scoreboard shows 3 because of the personal foul face mask.
And they're kicking a field goal. So I am not sure. We're not in any position to go out there and yell, especially it being the Nuggets that are on the wrong side of this. But still, this doesn't seem right.
Lucas Gasparini for the field goal attempt. Snap spot. The kick from Gasparini is up and good. And Hawley is on the board. As Gasparini hits the field goal, we'll be back.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Well, welcome back. Gasparini hits the 25-yard field goal to put the Nuggets on the board, 7-3, and now he'll kick it off to the Yellowjackets, and we'll discuss and let you know a little bit about that confusion on the down situation. We think we may have solved it up here, or wisdom between us two, as the ball is recovered and dived down by Caleb Onenson. On the squib kick, Yellowjackets will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think what it was there is just a 5-yard face mask, so it kept the down at 2nd down and didn't give an automatic first because it wasn't a personal foul, and being it was, 1st and goal on the 8th is why it kept that. And so it looks like I was probably in the know there, or in the wrong there, but at least we got it cleared up and we don't have to feel bad about it.
There was a few people, I think, that were still confused on that because you looked here in the booth as well and on the field as the Yellow Jackets come back out. Tegan Detloff to lead the Yellow Jackets. Detloff hands it off. It's Griffin again. Eludes one tackle, but eventually bringing him back down from the ground was Connor Kosmatka. And a nice job there by Kosmatka. Even on the ground, after Griffin sifted him to the ground, he stuck with it, and it's second down.
I think what was lost in all that confusion between you and I was the Yellow Jackets did a nice job of slowing down that drive, and once it got close to the goal line, we're able to make plays and really contain and make life tough on the Nuggets. And so to hold them to 3 is definitely a win. So we're definitely gonna have more points in this game. Let's just hope that we can continue to sustain drives.
Send a man in motion. That's Farrell. He gets the handoff on the sweep to the outside. Has a nice run there. He's stripped up on the far side. As Isaiah Farrell gets across the 35 to the 36, will be third down for the Yellow Jackets.
Detloff did a nice job of continuing through that play. Kept and just held a couple of those linebackers thinking, where's that football at? A lot of times just those little things are not seen, but those can make a huge difference in the matter of what you're doing as a linebacker and where you're looking to go and attack. So that, Farrell needs to make sure he says thanks on that one, because you watch that on film, you'll see why he kind of sprung that one.
Yellow Jackets go 4 receivers, send Farrell in motion again, fakes the handoff to him. They hand it off to the second guy through on that one. A nice run there as Griffin picks up the first down across to the 44.
You really like that formation there. You've got Isaiah Farrell, who's got a ton of speed going to the outside, and then you've got Gavin Griffin, who's also really quick. And so it's, that's a lot for an end to kind of decide on what to do, and as well as that up, that interior front trying to figure out where the ball's going, because both those guys got a lot of speed, and both of them can go through a couple tackles. So look for more of that here, Grove.
Yellow Jackets lead 7-3 on a 9-yard touchdown run by Gavin Griffin. Hawley answered with the field goal, and that's where we stand on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Empty backfield for Della. As he takes a look, now steps up, and now fires it on the run. Incomplete. It's intercepted. In and out of the hands. It ends up in the hands of Charlie Steer. Into the hands of Zacharias and out. And Charlie Steer is there to pick it off for the Nuggets.
It's one of those where, anytime you say you kind of jump and throw the ball in the middle of the field, not a whole lot of things can go right. In that case, it wasn't necessarily Detloff. The ball wasn't too far off the mark. Tate just wasn't able to bring the ball in, and then once there's just too many bodies in there, too many defenders, that ball goes shooting in the sky. It's just bound to be caught by the defense, and that's exactly what happened there. But Tate certainly knows that he was upset about that play. Look for him to find a way to make up for it.
Pitch out to Steer. Breaks at one tackle, drives forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Griffin there, along with Farrell, to finish him off, and it'll be second down. Rooney also doing a nice job in the backfield there to spread that one out. Well, every quarterback's worst nightmare is when they let go of the ball and they see it get tipped and redirected, because usually that ends up being the end result. Now it's second down for the Nuggets. The Yellow Jacket defense needs to come back up and come up with a big stop here after a short break on the sideline. And that was a long time-consuming drive by Hawley that ended in 3 points. They're going to go with 3 receivers at the top. Again, now they've switched quarterbacks. Hadley back in. He rolls, fires right side. That's incomplete. He was looking for Peterson on the rollout. Now it's third down. So that's Hadley's second drive. So every other so far here in the second quarter, it'll be interesting to see if they stick to this or figure out who's got the hot hand after 2 drives.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to ask, right? You sit there that entire drive all the way down the field, and then you have that pass there, and it's just a little bit short, a little bit off. You wonder, well, geez, I've been sitting on the sidelines the whole time watching. I didn't get any sort of groove whatsoever. So there's a reason typically teams run with 1. Sometimes that becomes problematic.
Hadley, that one's a wounded duck, and it falls incomplete. Going up for that one was Midtune. I think his arm had to be tipped, and the Yellow Jacket defense was swarming, but Midtune tried to come up with it and couldn't come up with it. And it's now fourth down.
Great rebound from that turnover to make them go 3 and out here and punt the football.
Liam Peterson, the punter. The Yellow Jackets have Griffin back. Now they fake the Statue of Liberty, and they're going to run with it. Peterson to the near side. Yellowjackets well prepared. And a big hit on the near sideline. Lowering the boom there, taking Schmelz. And there's a player injured in the backfield for the Yellowjackets.
Schmelz and Tristan Larson, they were late to it, but they knew they had to give up, not allow the 8-10 yards, and they came flying to the football after the fake kind of reverse off that punt. He had a little bit of head of steam, but man, what a hit on the sideline.
We'll take a timeout as they tend to the injured Yellowjackets. Welcome back to Ted Meinhover Field. Carson Zeise popped back up under his own power, which is great to see the Yellowjackets back. On offense, the ball at the 46. Farrell again on that sweep around the end around outside. Gets to the 40, drives forward, and is into the 38. A nice run there by Isaiah Farrell, and the Yellowjackets pick up 9 on the play. Marked it very short. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Wide side of the field, just give him the football out there. Really, that's just up to the end to slow him down if that doesn't take place. That's just a lot of space for him to get there. Puts us in a great, great spot at 2nd and 1.
Larson, the lone back. They give it to Rooney this time on the same play, near side, and Rooney picks up the first down. Ty Rooney to the 36. Keep going. If it keeps working, keep doing it. That's what the Yellowjackets are doing right now.
Must have been something in the scout because they've definitely looked at attacking those edges.
Another first down for the Yellowjackets. They move the chains.
A lot of people complain about AI and that it's taking over the world, but in this case, with this new camera work by this Huddle Cam and its improvement over myself, I'm all for it.
First and 10, Yellowjackets to the line. Deloff sends a man in motion. Farrell again, same play. Right side, gets a block on the outside, runs forward, and is delivered out of bounds.
That's another one of those where Gavin's holding, just trying to get him to the outside. He's holding his block. He's not holding the guy at all. But then once Farrell cuts up the field, and then Griffin just has to let go, and he didn't let go just by 1 second. It was right in front of Phil's face, and he dropped the flag. But another great run.
That will back the Yellowjackets up from the spot of the foul. So it brings them back to the line of scrimmage.
You'd like to see him stick with that, though. We're getting 7-8 yards of crack on this just because it puts us a little bit back behind the spots. Really, we're still 1st and 10. I really like sticking with this approach.
Zeise now the deep back. Larson split to the right. Play fake. Now the pass near side for Griffin. Pass is caught, and it's a touchdown. Gavin Griffin to the house, and the Yellowjackets strike on the 36-yard pitch and catch for the Yellowjackets.
Really good throw. Jason just put it right on the money. What I like the most out of that play is Griffin was really smooth through his run. He did not put his hands up until the last second. The cornerback was there, but he didn't think that the ball was coming his way, and by the time he realized that it was already too late. So what a wonderful play on that 1st and 10, and our offense is electric tonight.
Detloff, his 6th touchdown pass of the year. Griffin, his 2nd receiving. And now Bloom on for the extra point. And it is good, and the Yellowjackets on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard lead this one. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Kick goes to the far side, scooped up, stays in bounds. And a nice return by Lelm across the 25 towards the 30 and about the 30, or maybe the 29 on the return by Lelm and Hawley. But Bloom getting a Q-tip or Q shot with that spin there as it stays in bounds on the far sideline, and it pins Hawley without the best field position here for this drive, and we'll see who's back out at quarterback.
We do have a face mask on the Yellowjackets, so although a great kick there, they're going to end up getting pretty darn good field position.
And all that for naught. Ends up going out.
Still not bad, though.
The 5-yard variety apparently is what the spot is.
If you could just master that kick right there, Bloom would be in a good spot. That's a hard one because he was waiting to see if it would kick out of bounds, and then if not, you have to pick the thing up.
Handoff as popping forward on the carry that time was Klages. And it's going to be second down and about 6. Or excuse me, 4. A gain of 6 by Klages. And Hudson Midtoon is back in the gun. Quick pass, no, he fakes it, hands it off. Klages again. The ball came out. Yellowjackets thinking they have it. The officials are saying no, he was down, and the Yellowjackets have a player down. Tristan Larson is popping back up, though.
3rd and 3 for the Nuggets.
That'll be 3rd down and 3. As Larson will hobble off the field. And that's a tough loss to the Yellowjacket linebacking core. Hopefully it's just a couple plays they adjust on him. Mid-2. Drops back now, fakes the handoff, fires pass complete near side. Got to break a couple of tackles, drive forward. He's got the first down and a flag. Skink, and now another one as there's another hit. And then when the hat comes off, that's never good, and the Yellowjackets have an injured player. That's Ticket Schmelz. So we got a couple of penalties called here. Skink had the first down.
As far as he threw that hat in the sky, I think we might have some sort of personal foul, but I just did not see what the initial penalty was. I was thinking about what it was by the time the hat came flying. You got any idea here?
I'm lost on that one. I was watching Skink here near side. I mean, the hat is going to be, I'm thinking, something unsportsmanlike after the play. Well, we'll get the official call. Hopefully. It's a face mask on the Yellowjackets. And a sideline warning on the Yellowjackets. So it's a first down, add on 5, I believe, because it wasn't the personal foul side. And then the famous sideline warning. Actually, it is a personal foul variety because it brought it all the way to the 42 of Perham.
A little bit of discussion between the Buffalo Bill and Coach Hine. I'm not exactly sure, certainly at the sidelines, typically that's an easy call.
Midtune pass far side, drops that one incomplete. Nice leaping catch on the far side. Charlie Steer, but a nice throw by Midtune. Oh, he dropped that one in nicely on the out on the far side.
You never want to, especially at the high school level, kind of call out or, kind of make the kid decide over a kid. But the Nugget offense certainly has a little more pep in their step with the young guy in there.
Two backs to the backfield to send the man in motion. Hand it off near side. That's Lincoln Midtune. Yellowjacket fans or coaching staff irate. They want a flag. I believe they want something with the movement at the line. 3:30 and counting to go. It'll be second down after the nice run by Midtune.
Taking a page out of what the Yellowjackets had done early in this game, just getting the older Midtune out into space. Good strong back puts them in a really advantageous spot here.
Two receivers go out right. Steer, the one to watch out for. Split to the right side. Handoff instead, straight ahead, first down for Hawley as they move the chains once again. 1st and 10 for Hawley inside the Yellowjacket 20. Call it to 17. They're in the red zone once again looking to answer the Yellowjacket touchdown.
Let's find a way to get a stop here. This would be just in the way the season has went, these are the times where we've kind of given up that score. Our defense is not a bad defense. This is a spot there where I think we're going to shine.
Making a call?
I'm making a call, and I don't like making calls, but I think this is a good spot for us.
Midtune rolls to his right. Has Peterson, the blocker, in front. Now steps, fires in and out of the hands of Steer. It's incomplete. Ty Rooney doing a good job on Steer, breaking that one up. That's incomplete. It'll be second down.
They had some space out there, but both the receiver and the tight end were within about 5 yards of each other, and that just ends up bringing too much, a linebacker too, and then that way I think it's the strong safety is what Rooney is playing there, and he's ended up able to make a play. I think he's actually playing corner.
Some nice heady plays, though, by Midtune. He isn't really, as a freshman, see him really forcing the ball in the tough spots right now.
Well, he puts the ball in a really nice place, too, where only his guy can catch it.
Two receivers again to the right side. They're going to send a man in motion, going the motion man is Skank. And they're going to hand it off. Peterson, the hole open to the right side, cuts outside. And a nice run there, actually, by Clagis. Clagis down to about the 10. And it'll be third down there for Hawley.
We're going into that more goal line look, that 5-down lineman. I think that's probably to just keep everything up front and then not allow for any of that outside stuff. That last play there, quarterback holds the football. He would have had nothing but space there as well, so look for that.
3rd and 4 at the 10. Midtune under center. Pitch out left side. Nothing doing. Right there is Ty Rooney. He swarms under Lincoln Midtune and makes the tackle, and it's fourth down.
Just an unreal job attacking the football. Ty must have had a pretty good sense of where that football was going because he shot out of that defensive line like a can and really attacked the football, and then he had a couple guys help him out. But huge play by the Yellowjackets. We'll see if they're going to end up maybe, they kicked it from this spot earlier, but it looks like they're probably going to go for it.
1:20 and counting, 4th and 7, and the Yellowjackets defense stays out as Midtune stays out in the gun for Hawley. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Yellowjackets. That's their first timeout. They'll take it here. That'll give us an opportunity to take a break, come back, and see what Hawley elects to do. We'll be back here on the 549 Media Network.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank.
United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
Oops, not you, girl.
Welcome back here to the Ted Meinhover Field. It's fourth down, decision time for Hawley. Yellowjackets use one of their timeouts.
Yeah, well, we were kind of talking about it during the break. Are they going to, maybe rethink it? Just seems like an odd time. I suppose this might be out of the range of the kicker, but he put a really nice kick on last time. Seems like an odd spot to go for it if you're going to go, if you're going to kick it on, fourth and goal from the 3. But they're definitely going for it.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left side for Mattoon in the gun. Rolls to his right. Has a man. Now fires the pass. And it is incomplete on the far side. He had his Lincoln Mattoon early. Waited as he got out further on the right side and throws an incomplete pass. And the Yellowjackets get to stop and turn over on downs.
Let's go. I mean, that is a huge, huge stop. And that was, when you go into that type of, if you're going for it on fourth, we're not going to give up the end zone. So that play has to be quicker. If they have that space, we just had way too many defenders, especially as that play developed. Great stop by the Yellowjackets. It'll be interesting to see what we try to do here with 1 minute. It's a long time in high school football when stops on first down. So we'll kind of see the decision making. We just scored on a long pass. Maybe we'll look for something like that. Take a couple spots. If not, let that clock run out.
Handoff. Griffin breaks free into the secondary and a strong run there across the 34 to the 35, and the clock stops. Yellowjackets are going to take a timeout. They have 1 remaining. On the strong run by Gavin Griffin will lead us to a quick timeout here on the final.
Hi, my name is Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
We're coming back now, so. Welcome back here with 56.2 seconds to go till the half. The Yellowjackets lead 14-13 with the football. 1 timeout now. As you got that first play, that's usually that first play is you try to bust something early to set up your rest of this drive with your timeouts too as well, and the Yellowjackets have 1 remaining.
You'd have thought they would have probably got up to the line of scrimmage and ran something quick, but I think they like what they wanted to go with in this play, so let's look to see what it is.
Delon from the pistol. Gets a snap, fires near side. Farrell. He's got to make a man miss. Breaks a tackle. And then gets brought down. The ball comes out. They're going to say he's down. And a fortunate break there for the Yellowjackets.
Still a lot of time here. Looks like we're taking our time in the huddle. I suppose when the ball hits the floor like that and you're lucky that, nothing bad happened, that maybe changes your perspective as a head football coach.
Clock running, under 30 seconds down to the line. The Yellowjackets, I think, hoping just pop one and then maybe use that timeout now. Low snap, handoff. Griffin gets stood up to the 40. Ball, he holds on to it, and that will be the final play, my guess, of this first half, and the Yellowjackets will take a 14-3 lead into the break as the Yellowjackets are heading to the locker room. Nice first half overall for the Yellowjackets. We'll take a break, come back with your halftime show here on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellowjacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
At Joe Foltz Construction, quality and integrity aren't just words, they're our commitment. Since 2004, our owner-operator-led team of skilled craftsmen has brought dream homes, commercial spaces, and major remodels to life across Lakes Country. We guide you through every step, from custom design and accurate estimates to construction and a 10-year warranty that shows we build for life. Your vision is our blueprint. Joe Foltz Construction, craftsmanship you can trust. Visit us in Perham or online at joelfoltzconstruction.com. Might be the announcer, the play-by-play guy. Welcome back here as it is halftime right now. Our Hall of Fame induction ceremony taking place on the field as they're introducing all the Hall of Famers here in attendance tonight. Dan Werner, Wayne Werner, Jenna Cooper Schmidt, and John Bauk, the Hall of Famers being inducted tonight, and there will be a ceremony following this game over at the Cactus, which I hear is always a good time as they honor the Hall of Famers and the Hall of Fame crew.
Yeah, it's one of the really cool things Perham does. You know, you look out there, they've got Hall of Fame jackets on, you know, try to bring as many of them back. And the ceremony and the night over at the Cactus is really fun. I've been to it a couple of times. It's just a really good celebration of Perham athletics. And, you know, we're, you know, known as one of the best schools in the area for a reason. This is definitely one of them.
Unfortunately, our AI camera is focused in on the Hawley huddle. So
there we go.
We're unable to show that up. As you can see on our field, on the field, they're being honored and introduced right now. We'll take a break, come back.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets! It's
something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1, or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer, every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back to halftime. Jason Groth with Kyle Haberman. We thank you for tuning in to the 549 Media Network at half. The Yellowjackets lead Hawley by a score of 14-3. And Kyle, it's been a strong game for the Yellowjackets. They really, I thought, for the most part, controlled the line of scrimmage. They've done a good job winning the turnover battle, and have really put Hawley on their heels a little bit.
I think it goes down to kind of the exact wrong thing that's went for us this year is, hey, when we got in the red zone, we scored points. When Hawley got in the red zone, we were able to make stops and hold them to 3 and get a stop on that fourth and 5 or 4th and 6. And so credit, we should look at it in the way we've, already surpassed our average in points. But to me, I think it comes down to that defense. You had them driving down the field, 1st and goal from the 3, held them to 3, and then they drove down again and we were able to stop them, not get them to anything. I certainly think that's the difference so far. And I've been trying to tell you and others this. Our defense is not that bad. We actually have pretty darn – it's just these games start to get away from you, and you start to then try to overcorrect. And this is a testament to kind of, I think, what our defense could look like if our offense could just kind of match it throughout the year, throughout the games, actually.
Once again, we switched up, tried something new tonight for the cameras. That's probably why you're not seeing it locked in on the Hall of Fame ceremony. Again, congratulations. Dan Werner, Wayne Werner, Jenna Cooperschmidt, and John Bauk being inducted into the Hall of Fame. There's a great article at PerhamYellowjackets.com. Also, we have throughout the week on our social media page. I'd like to thank our Facebook manager for doing a great job with that, as well as getting this out to the community for our Hall of Fame members, and a great honor for them here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you look at just the amount of stuff that gets put out, the amount of accolades that these guys get, and then that's what makes this so special. I mean, I've said it as many people have asked me, hey, Perham's such a great community. Why? Why is it so great? How come you guys are so successful? Do you have just better athletes? And I said, no, we have people that are really, it does not matter who it is, that people are really, really committed to this thing. And if it's just our Hall of Fame night, we have people that are committed into making sure it's not just this fly-by night, hey, we're going to do it a couple of years and see how it goes. It's a very committed thing, and that goes into our coaching staffs across our board. It goes into our administration. It goes into people like Mike Peterson, who's running this tonight. It's just such a wonderful community in regards to all these things, and this is just another example of why it's so great.
Well, it's one of the great things, like you said. You look at the facilities here for the most part, outstanding, taking the pride in not just that, and then what you see on the field, the work that's put in not only by the coaches and the athletes, but the people behind the scenes that are going quietly with all the work that they put in to make sure these events run as well.
Yeah, and then businesses. I mean, you think about just the amount of stuff that businesses have to pitch in to make things not just something small. They become something that in other towns is just kind of this small, okay thing. The local businesses in town support it enough where it becomes something bigger that kids really are excited about it. And so it's from top to bottom, this community, like I say to anybody that asks, we just take ourselves seriously. When you do that, you end up taking a lot of those athletes that maybe were, mid-level athletes, and then they get pushed by a great coach, and it suddenly makes them a great athlete. So, I've listened to some of these speeches by a lot of these athletes that go into the Hall of Fame. 99% of the time they say, I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the coach that was pushing me. And that's just, a testament to the admin hiring the right coaches and making sure that the people that are in charge of our kids are putting forth the effort and the time, and then their quality representation of our school district as well.
Yellowjackets at the half lead this one by a score of 14-3. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and recap the first half. Your scoring summary and more here as the halftime.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Well, welcome back. Ted Meinhover Field here in Perham. We're at the half. Yellowjackets lead this one 14-3, and we'll recap your scoring. The Yellowjackets' lone touchdown in the first quarter, it was Gavin Griffin, a 9-yard run. And that one, the Yellowjackets were able to turn a turnover into points with a nice drive. Established Griffin early. They won the line of scrimmage battle, and he was able to finish it off with a 9-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it sure was nice to have him back. He's one of those guys. He looks like he's just one of those kind of athletic, get off the edge, get to the corner type running backs. But that's not the case. What he does really, really well is he'll get outside, and then when he sees his crease, it's absolutely upfield for him, and then he will go and attack and look for contact.
Then in the second quarter, Hawley gets on the board. A 25-yard field goal by Lucas Gasparini made it 7-3. But the Yellowjackets answered. Tegan Deloff finding Griffin along the sideline, 36-yard pitch and catch for the score. Bloom adds the extra point, and that's where we stand at 14-3, and a nice play. I thought you described it well, as the way Griffin running down the sideline didn't give the defender a chance to know that the ball was coming.
Yeah, it certainly looks like something they worked on during the week. First and 10, it was right after a penalty. We had just talked about them sticking with the run, and then they air it out. But wonderful pitch and catch, and look for more of that. Griffin's not out wide that often, so if he is, maybe we should keep our eyes on it.
And the Yellowjackets won the toss, deferred their option in the second half, so they don't get the football to start. And a chance that we haven't really seen for the Yellowjackets this year is a chance to I'm not going to say bury the team, but really put some separation, a distance from Hawley if they could open up with the second half touchdown.
We've been talking about the opposite all year, haven't we? We've been getting the ball at halftime, or we've been kicking. We're saying, hey, we got to go 3 and out when we're in this thing, or we got to drive it down the field and we're in this thing. And here it's kind of the opposite. Can we, impede our will on these guys and kind of create some separation and kind of keep what we're doing? I wonder what they'll do at the quarterback position. They've had a half to kind of evaluate that, if they'll continue to kind of go back and forth. So we'll see that, but hopefully that's after a Yellow Jacket touchdown.
We'll take a quick break, come back. We'll have some scores from around the area and also the start of the second. Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back here. The Ted Meinhover Field. We're getting ready for the start of the second half, an early start tonight. So when I said we'll take a look at the area scoreboard, there isn't much to report, except for there's one going on. Pelican Rapids and Warroad doing battle. That was an early start. Late second quarter, Pelican Rapids leads Warroad 20-15.
BBE beat Long Prairie Grey Eagle 2-0 in a forfeit due to Long Prairie being short of players. So there's an update before the 7 o'clock tip-offs.
And tip-off, interesting choice.
Oh, man, I have a hard time.
Yes, the BBE situation, or Long Prairie Grey Eagle situation is tough. We're unfortunately starting to see that in some of those smaller schools a little bit, but also give them credit early. They're still going to try to do that JV season and hopefully still build it up for next year. You have to continue to do that. If not, it's just tough. They can go away, and then you might have a couple good grades that come through, but that's not even 9-man. That's 1A, and so that's tough. But we are seeing more and more of that when it gets to this side of the season. That just happened down the road last year with Wadena Deer Creek. Yeah. They bounced back this year, picked up a win, and are continuing to grow that program. I know they have a lot of their players returning next year. I've heard a lot of happiness about that as Lucas Gasparini will kick things off for Hawley to start our second half. The Yellow Jackets leading 14-3 behind 2 Gavin Griffin touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. As Gasparini kicks a line drive one away, it takes a hop and it's scooped up far side. A couple of hops and now driving near side is Farrell. And he gets wrapped up at about the 25, and the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets with a big opportunity here to get some separation and make it a 3-possession game, leading 14-3 right now. And I'm guessing that was a big part of the halftime. You know, we were
talked about a little bit, hoping they'd maybe kind of push tempo towards the end of that half, but now maybe they come down and drive it, maybe a little bit more scripted. Well, that's maybe the way to go, so let's look for that here.
Deloff in the pistol. Griffin behind him. And Griffin gets the first handoff, cuts back. Gets to about the 30, maybe the 29.
That's all line of scrimmage there, Growth. I mean, that before he got tackled about the time that he got touched first, but it was probably five yards deep. So continue to push up front. We're going to be just fine.
Yellowjackets bring the play in from the sideline. Another update in the up north. Buddy of mine sending me updates. Grand Rapids and Proctor. Just 3 minutes into that one, it's already 14-0. That one has a potential to be really bad. As Grand Rapids playing some great football this year. Pitch out left side. That's Griffin cutting up. Now and he gets tripped up just near the first down marker. It'll be short. It'll be third down. Looked like if he would have got free, he was a shoelace tackle, saved the touchdown possibly.
Yeah, he had a full head of steam going. Tough spot here. You don't really, care how this play necessarily goes. You just don't want to have that really big negative play. You feel comfortable that if you're just as long as you're going forward, you're going to be able to gain that yard, or maybe if it's no gain, you can think about going for it as well. But you just don't want to have that major negative play or a penalty, which we've been pretty penalty free minus those couple of face masks.
From the pistol again. Deloff, low snap, hands it off straight ahead. And a nice stop by the Hawley front. Larson and a late flag now. I'll see what the call is here.
Exie maybe should go up for the one-act play coming up here in a little bit. He got pushed. It was a pretty light push, but Exie sold it beautifully right in front of the head official, who saw it and threw the flag immediately.
So it's an unsportsmanlike.
Which is a huge play there, right? And that's where you got to keep your head. It's normally, the second guy that ends up getting in trouble. They were kind of jawing or pushing at the end of that play. But that was right after, Hawley holds, and you just can't make those mistakes. But you see it at the pro level as well. It's hard for us to yell that out here. Hey, have your head on a swivel when, it's just a game of such intensity.
Head umpire Terry Eider's got a long way to run to get his flag as the penalty goes to the 50-yard line. Midfield,
Terry, he's in great shape.
On the keep, he drives forward to the 45. Deloff gets 6 to the 44.
And that, just like that first down in that initial play of the half, just really pushing well up front, particularly on the right side of the line. Testament to our right guard and right tackle.
Under 10 minutes to go in our third quarter. If you're just tuning in, we started at 6 o'clock tonight for the Hall of Fame night. Next week, Wednesday night, is also a 6 o'clock start against Thief River Falls. In the pistol is Deloff. Hands it off, straight ahead, Larson, and gets stood up and piled back. It'll be third down. And it'll be third down. Third and 4. Yellowjackets get the play from the side. Farrell comes in as well. Would not be surprised if we see that sweep action that we've seen early in the game, especially in the spot where you can have 2 plays to get that first down. Deloff alone in the backfield in the gun. Claps a couple of times, trying to get the jump, and now a timeout. So we'll take a break. So the Yellowjackets take their first timeout. We'll be back.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back as the Yellowjackets come back to the line. It's third down and 4. cadence from Tegan Detloff didn't get Hawley to jump. Yellowjackets use their timeout and come back out. Now with the back behind Detloff. Send the man in motion, and there it is off the edge. It's Farrell. Now he cuts it upfield, has the first down. Gets down to the 35, and a nice run there, and a first down for the Yellowjackets.
Good play call there, Jason. You nailed that one perfectly. You know, they initially tried to get them to jump off sides. They were a little late to get to that. It just took a little bit too long to marinate, and then they get the timeout and go back to what's been working. But great call by you.
Well, thank you. As now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets at the 35.
You just like we've been in some of these tough spots and been finding ways to get it, which is a testament to why the score is the way it is. But that's been a problem of ours this year.
Griffin is split out wide, and here's the pass to Griffin. He beats the man, throw just too far out of the hands, and it's incomplete. That was one of the things you talked about at halftime picking up. I was looking at the backs in the backfield. Saw was Griffin was split wide and thought they were going for a shot, and they did right there.
You know, they always say you want to put a little bit more loft on that ball and let your guy go get it, but that was a really good throw. You're trying to, use Griffin's speed to his advantage. It hit him in the hands. He was kind of full stride. Really, really hard catch, but, that's a nice long throw, good check. And just the way we've been moving the ball, we feel just fine at 2nd and 10 if we can keep it moving.
The Yellowjackets come to the line again. Griffin is split wide here than here. Zeise in motion. The pitch goes to Larson. Nice read off the edge by the Nugget front. And not much there for Larson. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is our first time kind of being that 3rd and long all night. I think you're in a position here, the way it's been going, to try to, you want the first down, obviously, but you're perfectly content as well if you can find a way to get that 6-yard gain here. You don't have to get it all in one spot.
3rd and 8. Coming up for the Yellowjackets. Receiver splits. Larson, and that split end. Detloff in the pistol. Low snap, gets a block, steps up, pump fakes, now rolls to his right side, trying to get outside. He gets to the 30, takes a block. It's going to be pending the spot. He gets to the 27, I would say. It's going to be short. It'll be 4th down. But 4th and short, big positive play there for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, it looked like the end had him contained, and he just used his physicality to just keep kind of leaned on him and, rode him all the way to the sideline. Puts us in a 4th and manageable.
4th and 3 for the Yellowjackets. Nuggets trying to get the stop. Yellowjackets trying to keep the drive alive. Leading by 11 with 7 to go in the 3rd quarter. Detloff with Larson behind him, sends Farrell in motion. They go to Farrell. He cuts back up, met there. It's going to be pending the spot, and the far side spot says he's short. Yellowjackets think he's got it. There's a bunch of people pointing, and we'll get the official decision shortly.
Oh, I think we got it.
They're going to have to measure. Oh, they give it. No, they don't have to measure. It is a first down for the Yellowjackets. Nice second effort. Moves the Yellowjackets forward to the first down at the 25.
That's the first time they kind of called out that play. We've been running it nonstop, and so we adjusted, and Farrell got right downfield, but he wouldn't have got it if it wasn't for that second effort, and it was really, really close. Awesome that we were able to get it and move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25. Detloff has Griffin behind him. He's going to keep on the read. Goes to the left side, almost broke it, but gets swarmed under, and it'll be 2nd down and about 6 after a gain of 4. That's because Macco was in there on the tackle.
Yeah, I had our high school football coach, if you want to know how he liked to run his offense, he said, you just need 3.5 yards a play. Just go 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and you move the chains. As playing a receiver for that team, I would have liked to have played a little bit differently. But certainly I like the way we're finding ways to get 4 yards here. 4 yards at a carry is going to put us in a good spot.
Wishbone formation for the Yellowjackets. Handoff, Griffin. Lowering his shoulder, driving forward, and continues to move the pile for a first down for the Yellowjackets to the 15-yard line.
And that's why, right? We are moving the line of scrimmage. That was a mixture of our offensive linemen continue to push and Gav continue to push. But excellent drive we've had so far. Now we just got to find a way to cap it off.
1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets. This drive's taken 7 minutes now as we're down to 5 minutes ago in the third quarter. Wishbone again. It's Griffin again. But this time the Hawley Nugget front is there to get the stop. But still, it's a positive run for Gavin Griffin as he picks up about 3, and it's 2nd and 7. Yellowjackets leading 14-3. A touchdown here and the extra point will actually give the Yellowjackets their most points scored in a game all year.
Maybe look, I know we're looking running back here, but Tate Zacharias is our #1 receiver this year, and he has yet to get a touch here, so look for maybe him to go.
Fumble snap, bad pitch, but Griffin picks it up on a hop. Trying to make something out of nothing, and he drives forward. Tough break, tough play all the way for the Yellowjackets on that one.
I said, oh boy, because it was one of those where Detloff just kind of turned and tossed it. He didn't necessarily have an objective on where it was going. You know, they run it in practice all the time, but something was off, and he just turned, and from our view, it was pretty funny because that ball just came tossing out of there to nowhere. So it was awesome that the ball kind of kicked up to us, and we were able to make a gain of something out of that and put us in, you know, we've talked about it before. It's 3rd and 7 here. You're okay. Just finding a way to continue to push as long as you're moving the guys up front.
3:30 and counting in the third quarter. Yellowjackets still with the football. Della takes the handoff, throws the slant, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaden Borman, and the Yellowjackets add to the lead.
Really comfortable with that throw. Good pitch and catch there. Just a nice inside, jab quick, inside little hook route. And Borman's got really good quality hands. And what an amazing drive, Jason. That is the one we've been looking for all year, which puts us in a great spot and spreads us this score out a little bit. But wonderful from start to finish by our Yellowjackets.
Bloom now on for the extra point on the touchdown pass to Jaden Borman. Snap, good hold by Rooney. And the kick is good, and the Yellowjackets lead 21-3, and we'll take a break here on the 5-4.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
On an outstanding drive for the Perham Yellowjackets to take a 21-3 lead. And the pass from Tegan Detloff to Jaden Borman. Detloff's 7th touchdown pass of the year. And Borman adds with the reception there to make it 21-3 in favor of the Yellowjackets. Now what will Hawley have to answer, as this game only has just over 15 minutes to go, as there's 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. That kick, though, does go out of bounds this time. So Hawley will get good field position after the errant kick.
And that's a tricky part of those, right? The last one, almost identical kicks. The one, kicked a little bit to the right. This one kicked a little bit to the left. And the returner did a nice job of being patient there and not trying to pick it up. Had enough time to see if it get out of bounds before he knew he had to pick it up.
21-3 in favor of the Yellowjackets. Tegan Detloff, 2 touchdown passes. 1 to Jaden Borman and 1 to Gavin Griffin. And that has the Yellowjackets in the lead 20-3. Griffin also with that rushing touchdown, as the Yellowjackets have now passed their season total, season high, I should say, with that extra point. They send a man in motion. That's Mattoon. And Hadley will get this drive and doesn't cut upfield and gets drilled by Tate Zacharias here on the near side. Hadley on the carry.
Zacharias fired up there. It looked like he had the edge, but as he went off to the left, but we just attacked that football, and that's what happens when you're up 21-3. When you're down 21-3, a lot of times those end up getting stretched 8-yard gains, and suddenly after a long drive like that, our defense is nice and rested. What do you know? Our defense makes plays early that maybe, play that would have ended up bigger doesn't.
Fortunately for Zacharias, the NFL taunting rules aren't in play. He was excited for that one, and it was a good hit. Handoff, though. Peterson swarmed under. Tegan Schmelz, as well as Johnny Ramos, there to wrap up Peterson.
He kind of got hit low, and I think, I don't know how bad it is necessarily, but he definitely it just was two guys hitting him at different.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back here to Ted Meinhover Field. One good thing to say out of that, the way Peterson was writhing on the ground, you thought it might have been worse. He was able to walk off under his own power. Hopefully, it might have been just one of those things where it was the surprise and the shock of the way he was hit, and hopefully he's okay. As in the gun is Hadley now. Couple of reverse pass to the far side. It's short. It's intercepted. Nice read there. Gavin Griffin with the pick for the Yellowjackets. And have a night, Gavin Griffin.
I think that's Borman, isn't it?
They announced Griffin.
I think it's Borman, though. It was 9 that made the play.
Well, then if it was 9, it was Jaden Borman, and I apologize for that, Jaden.
Yeah, no, and that's what happens, right? When you're on the opposite end of this, you start trying to maybe go to the trick player. You got this. You try to go to the passing game, and you've seen that with Hawley. They got a large amount of interceptions this year. In this case, it wasn't the quarterback with the interception; it's the receiver on trying to find a way to make a play. We had good pressure on it, which certainly affected the pass, and just kind of threw it up there. And there was our strong safety just waiting to make the play.
Hawley looks to bring pressure. They hand it off to Griffin. Gets stood up at the line. And it'll be second down. Getting Jaden Borman, nice interception. Apologize for that call.
No, the 5 and the 9 on that look the exact same. And they announced Gavin Griffin, so you don't have to. I'm just so used to seeing Borman go up and get rebounds a lot of times. He was a very good rebound. He knows how to use his size. And so I had a flashback to him in a gym making both of those last plays.
Well, I had a flashback of a call I made a few years ago where I confused a Kovash and a Blaze Schmitz and heard about it for weeks.
Oh, boy.
So you know how that goes.
I believe that.
Detloff in the pistol, one receiver left, one to the right side for the Yellowjackets. Nice handoff and a strong run. Griffin with the spin move across midfield, down to the 48. And it'll be another first down for the Yellowjackets. That'll be 1st and 10 into Hawley territory with 1:45 to go here in the third quarter as the clock runs.
Nice to see us taking our time, just telling our guys up front, just find ways to move these guys and continue to do this, and we're going to score again. You want to just make sure you get up to that huddle and you go out with confidence because you know you're going to play a little bit more of a slowdown game here.
Low snap, Detloff pumps. Now the pressure comes, looks to run with it. Gets around one tackler across the 40. driven out of bounds near the 35.
Can we talk about why that was such a great play? You know, that early in the year, Detloff would have launched that thing, right? The play call was to, try to, just like we said, hey, let's kind of run the ball. So they go with the kind of the shock with the deep pass, and it might have been there. And you know what? They might have got a play, but it was pretty well contested. So instead, he looked like he was going to throw it. Instead, he picks it up and says, hey, let's not turn the football over here. We're moving this, the line of scrimmage. I'm going to tuck this down and find a way to maybe get 4 or 5 yards, and he ends up getting a first down out of it. But just the maturation we talked about early, second, third week in the season as he'll grow, and that certainly was one of those growth moments. There's a pun I think I could have went with there.
I was going to leave it be as Detloff gets the snap, hands it off. But the line and a couple of extra push gets it a yard at least for the ball carrier. That was Griffin again.
But Schmelz and Schrupp and Exie, those guys are really doing a nice job up front. And they, they're getting up to, you're seeing them, they get back to the huddle, they're not down, they want to keep pushing. And when, as a running back, you just love that when your guys are saying, just keep following behind me. And we're seeing a lot more than that than we've seen most of the year. Not to say we haven't had good long drives, just haven't had this type of sustained success.
Yellowjackets with an opportunity to extend this lead in this drive. Detloff steps forward as the man moves in motion. Zeise. Pitch out goes to Larson on the left edge. Gets the corner, has the first down as he drives forward. Nice run by Larson. A couple of things. The Yellowjackets, fortunately, the officials didn't notice that Detloff took that step forward as the man was in motion. That's a first down for the Yellowjackets.
It almost looked like one of those where the free throw player falls over during the free throw because you could just tell he was holding on, and he took the little step forward and they missed it. So ends up being a good break for us.
And it's a first down for the Yellowjackets with 11 seconds to go here in our third quarter in what has been a fast-moving football game tonight here from the Ted Meinhover Field. The Yellowjackets come to the line. And Griffin is outright. The pitch goes to Larson. He spins forward across the 20 to about the 16, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Yellowjackets will take a 21-3 lead into the fourth quarter here on the 549 Media Network. We'll take a timeout and come back to the Ted Meinhover Field on Hall of Fame night. Yellowjackets lead.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Well, welcome back. The teams flipped the field, and now we get ready for the fourth quarter as the Yellowjackets lead 21-3 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard on Hall of Fame night here against the Hawley Nuggets, and the Yellowjackets putting together one of their best performances of the year so far, leading this one 21-3. And even though, yes, you're playing a 2A opponent tonight, playoff standings still are in the play for the Yellowjackets. They're able to get a win here. It gets them to 3-4, pending what happens in the East Grand Forks game. They have the head-to-head victory, so they could jump up, and a 3 seed is at play. 2 possibly, but 3 for sure. Low snap. Detloff will keep it. And a nice job by the Nugget front, finishing it off there is Wyatt Jegbig.
And that's one of those things that as a football coach, you probably struggle with, right? You've lost 4 straight. It's getting colder out. You feel like you're, having a really tough time. Just, each practice gets to be harder, and you're going, God, if we can just win here, we're going to be 4-4 in a great spot, and get the 3 seed. You feel like you're in a great spot.
And the section is really wide open with the injury that happened to DGF in their quarterback spot. No one really knows anything about Minnewaska area besides film. And you look at East Grand Forks, they're always going to be tough. Morris is a different team this year. And Park Rapids and Thief River Falls. But Park Rapids is playing some better football of late as well. But it's 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely wide open. And that's what you got to continue to push falling into place here.
Zacharias and Griffin are going to flip sides before they get set. Play clock is winding down. The Yellowjackets are going to have to hurry. And we're going to have a flinch on the line. Nope, we're going to have a timeout called by the Yellowjackets. They saw the arm. They noticed that the play clock was winding down as well. They take the timeouts.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Once again, Yellowjackets will be in action again next week.
Yellowjacket football out of the timeout, 3rd and 6. Hawley defense here looking for a stop and a quick score. The Yellowjackets looking to put this one away. If they lead 21-3, and a touchdown here would probably do it. As they come to the line. Beloff talking to Larson, the deep back. Low snap, fakes the handoff, pump fakes, pressure comes. And Deloff is sacked. Getting there was Dawson Kratzky. That's going to be 4th and 8 for the Yellowjackets. The snap was a little low. That kind of made the play fake off. And Kratzky got there.
Yeah, there's a lot that happened there. It looked like Detloff kind of started moving early again. And then the funky snap, and then it sure, I don't think it was necessarily a face mask or a horse, but he certainly tackled him right in the helmet. And, the Perham coaching staff was kind of jumping up and down, but I'm not sure there was a penalty there. It just looked weird.
4th down for the Yellowjackets. They break the huddle. Deloff gets the snap, rolls to his right, Griffin in front blocking. Deloff pump fakes, now holds, gets away from one guy, drives forward. Depends where he dove forward and where they spot it. It's on the far sideline. He's going to be short. So the Hawley defense gets the stop.
Nuggets take over on downs.
And now Hawley's going to have to go a long distance to cut this lead.
You like that Detloff said, all right, I'm going to try to make this play myself. He knew he was going to have to run through guys and got really close to doing it. They were looking early for that out route, a really good route. He just kind of got knocked off of his route towards the end of it and just didn't get the separation they were hoping to. And so I think that's why Detloff picked it, decided to just put his head down and look for it himself. But still really good sustained drive. Didn't get points out of it, but put Hawley way back in a spot they have to start making plays. Look for a turnover here for the Yellowjackets.
Midtune back in at quarterback. He rolls out to the near side. Steps, throws off balance, throw downfield. Showing off his arm, looking for Hoekstra, and it's incomplete. And Midtune off balance, strong throw. But Hoekstra was unable to get to it on the near side.
Coach Knutson was talking to Borman there saying that your first step's got to be back there, but forget Borman's not a baseball player, is he?
And one of those just looking, Kyle's looking to the far side. Charlie Steer on the sideline, no helmet, and appears he's going to be out for, and that's a big loss for Hawley.
Yep.
Low snap, Midtune, pitch near side. That's Peterson back in the game. Good to see him back in after that injury scare there as he gets the carry. It'll be third down.
Can definitely see them. They're going to try to spread things out a little bit and let this young quarterback try to make plays. 3rd and 6 here. As I said earlier, this is an opportunity for one of those guys to maybe step up and take a chance on a turnover. But they're going to be trying to make a big play here. Let's see if we can't answer it.
They spread out the receivers, 3-2 to the top. Low snap, Mattoon gets it. Pressure comes late. The fires a pass. It's intercepted.
Whoa.
And then there's a late hit on top of it. And there comes the flag. I believe it's Tegan Schmelz on the interception.
Tegan Schmelz on the interception.
Schmelz with the pick. The late hit will give the Yellowjackets first and goal.
He went out into the flats there and did a really nice job of just keeping his eyes on where the quarterback was looking. Got right in front of that pass and made a play. And then, yes, a little bit extra there. I don't know if it was XE again. Something is going on with the XE and the guy that's across from him. They've seen 2 personal fouls here. Both of him kind of just getting clobbered.
That one was a no-doubter.
Yep.
And the Yellowjackets first and goal inside, I'll call it the 5-yard line. And the Yellowjackets with a chance to now put this game away. Full house backfield. Della. And there's movement on the snap. False start on that snap. It was a back to the Yellowjackets up, so first and goal. With 8:55 to go here in the fourth quarter, Yellowjackets leading 21-3.
Yeah, we were bound. We had stayed pretty penalty-free there through that, but we were pretty close a couple of times. I'm not sure who moved there, but it still puts us in, first and goal in the 10, and we've been able to move the ball at a pretty good clip. So we just got to tell our guys up front, this is our chance to drive it right down their throats to put this game away.
Again, that full house backfield. Handoff right side. Griffin breaks a couple of tackles. Gets to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. Couple of late whistles. We have an injured player that pops back up. No flag that I saw, so it'll be second and goal.
I need my Paul Allen binoculars on right now. I'm having a hard time seeing it. But, yeah, they were really late with the whistle there. It looked like there was something that happened, but must have just been a little extra pushing and shoving.
Second and goal. On the right side of the field, the ball spotted at about the 6. Handoff, Griffin, right side, powering through. Is he in? The Yellowjackets think so. But the spot is going to be short. It'll be third and goal.
You like that just kind of power there. You're getting the line of scrimmage moving, but you also had Tristan Larson just come flying through to open up that hole for him and made it easy to get downhill. I'd like something very, very similar to that here. We've just got them on their heels. You got to continue to push.
Third and goal at the 1 for the Yellowjackets. Down left to the line. Handoff to the pile. They don't think he got in. By the reaction, no signal. It's fourth down.
It gave it to Larson right away, and there just was no room for him to go anywhere.
I was thinking this spot here, use Detloff's large frame and have him leap. We'll see what they do. Fourth and goal.
Yeah, he changed his mind here.
The Yellowjackets, one thing on their side is they can work that clock down under 7. Detloff to the line, the hand goes up. Straight ahead, I think the snap was fumbled though. There's a scrum, And Hawley gets the stop. I think the snap was fumbled. And Hawley gets the stop and the turnover.
And that can happen. You know, you're so focused on getting that ball and moving that, you know, that's where you see a lot of exchanges go awry. But that's a tough break for Perham, as they had a really good drive going there. They're in a good spot, and just, you know, a couple of little nice plays by the Hawley Nuggets, and they're able to give themselves the chance here. They got a long ways to go, but they at least keep it within that striking distance.
The Yellowjackets bring the pressure. They change the play at the line. Straight ahead handoff from Hadley. Nice run there for Hawley as they move it forward. About a 5-yard gain, and it'll be second down. That was Peterson on the carry.
Hadley's got 1 touchdown and 7 picks here, so same thing as last drive. There's going to be an opportunity here.
Hadley drops back, fires it up. Deep pass down the near sideline, leaping attempt. It's incomplete. Nice job on the coverage to break that one up. And that was Reyes, Dominic Reyes on the coverage.
Yeah, Reyes did a nice job. He was initially beat, and he was able to recover. Not that it was necessarily an underthrown ball, but he was able to recover, and it was pretty handsy over there, but a nice job of finding a way to make a play.
Now Hadley in the gun. Pumps, fires near sideline. That pass is incomplete. Isaiah Farrell was camped. But Borman, ball hawking and seeking, wanted that football, and it's incomplete.
Those two are going to exchange words later. That was an absolute pop fly. Kirby puck at center field for Farrell, and Borman didn't see Farrell and just came flying and took him out. And we actually had 3 guys looking for the football, but you can't blame him. You're told as a free safety to just find the ball. But in that case, I'm sure watching film, Farrell's going to say, you stole my pick.
And Hadley on, it is 4th down. Backed up. Hadley drops back, looks to the near side, fires a tough pass, incomplete. Yellowjackets will have 1st and goal. After the turnover on downs, and a good stand by the Yellowjackets. So 1st and goal for the Yellowjackets with 5:52 to go. Ball at, looks like the 5.
You're in between a rock and a hard place if you're Hawley there. You're trying to give your guys a chance. You know, you want to continue and trying a way to, you know, get a score out of this, but if you don't get it, now it's 1st and goal on the 5.
Pitch to Griffin. He fumbles and corrals it. That allows the Hawley front to get to him and knocks him back a couple of yards. 2nd down and goal for the Yellowjackets, now at the 7-yard line.
No need to get cute here. Just keep handing the football off and get downhill. We have them in a spot where they've got to be tired. It's been their big guys up front have been in the game a really long time. We've controlled the ball, particularly the second half. Don't give them any hope or any life.
I think that's a ton. A couple of extra linemen have come in for the Yellowjackets as Borman splits to the top side. Fake the handoff, Deloff. Now pressure comes right side. If he can get to the corner, it's a foot race. Now he elects to throw it, pass complete. Zacharias, touchdown, Yellowjackets. And the Yellowjackets extend the lead on the pitch and catch. Deloff to Zacharias.
That's exactly why I'm up here with you. What a great play call. Get him out in space. It looked like maybe it was supposed to initially come off to the left if they got it. If not, he was going to roll right. But right when I say to put the ball in the in the hands of the running backs, they load everybody up and then run a little wheel route to the corner. And great way, great pass way to keep the play alive by Detloff. And another great score for our Perham team.
Bloom for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Yellowjackets lead 28-3 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, come back.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back. The Yellowjackets kick it away, leading 28-3. Lelm on the far side has a nice return for Hawley across the 40 to about the 43. There's Lelm with a nice return, but the Yellowjackets in control here with 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Four receivers out to right, to left. This is Midtune back at quarterback. Fires near side, pass incomplete. He was looking for Eddie Olson. Nice coverage near side by Rooney, as well as Farrell over here on the near side, and Ramos coming over as well.
Here's a really fun time when you're a defensive back, right? You can keep everything in front of you. Your eyes can be on the quarterback and just try to make plays. You're told by your coaches keep everything in front, but they're going to start taking some risks, and you're trying to look for that opportunity to get your name in the books.
Handoff right side. Nice run there by Lincoln Mattoon. Has the first down into Yellowjacket territory, down to the 44. As Hudson Mattoon back under center for the Nuggets. It'll be interesting to see what head coach Peter Nance elects to do with this quarterback situation moving forward. Hadley was pinned back, had a tough opportunity there last drive, and now Mattoon gets the pitch out near side, and they're going to throw it. Lincoln Mattoon looking downfield. Pass is intercepted. Isaiah Farrell with the pick and the turnover for the Yellowjackets. What a play by Isaiah Farrell. Didn't fall for the pitch. Kept with the guy and makes the interception as they're looking for Lelm along the sideline.
Not a terrible play design, and it's not that he necessarily didn't have him either, but anytime you have they have a two-quarterback system, and they've had two other players throw interceptions today. And so anytime you do that, it wasn't the worst play in the world, but that ball just floated in the air forever. And you give a safety or a cornerback like Isaiah Farrell time to recover, he's going to make the play. So that's not a bad spot. It's just you're asking a lot out of a non-thrower to make a good quality throw, and especially in a passing down where we're looking for it.
Yellowjackets have the ball with 4:12 to go.
We're seeing some subs here. We got some younger guys in.
See the chance the Yellowjackets pick up a couple of first downs here and celebrate Hall of Fame night with a home victory. That's Bloom at quarterback now. And handoff there. Short gain for the Yellowjackets. I said Caleb Onenson came in late. Zane Wacker gets the carry.
I like Bloom. He's a basketball player. He just plays so calm when he's playing football or basketball. He's just really calm. Nothing seems to get him too worked up. Even, you see him make kicks. He's just really calm about it. And even right now as he walks back to the huddle, I like the way he presents himself, and he's turning into, getting a bigger frame on him, and I think he's going to be a good football player.
Also has a good bat on the diamond. And he'll keep himself.
I was talking to his brother last night, and he said Alex was telling me his fastball is getting up into like the high 80s.
It has been up there, clocked up there with Alex Tech doing a good job. And at the end of the season for the Pirates, he came in relief, threw some good innings for us in the playoffs, and you could tell that fastball has some pop.
Yeah. I didn't know right away if he was messing with me. He's like hitting 91. He was hoping to get 91, but that's fast. But those Bloom kids certainly are athletes.
Foul ball going along around in the area. I think Alex Tech, I should say, not just Alex, but Alex Tech, I believe, wrapped up their scrimmages in last week's. As the weather starts to turn, the fall ball season comes to an end, and they head indoors for the winter months and get their work in before the spring season starts. Handoff straight ahead. Nice pushing the pile forward by the Yellow Jacket front. And it'll be fourth down and short as Brody Wacker that time gets the carry.
Nice strong run by Brody.
The Yellow Jackets 4th and 2. Working the clock, taking their time. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. They are in punt formation now. Eddie Olson will be back to receive the punt here. And Bloom boots that one away, and a nice line drive kick. Gets a Yellow Jacket roll all the way to the 31. Nice move there, though. And Olson drives forward across the 40 to the 42. Nice punt there by Bloom. Hawley has 1st and 10. Looking for something positive to close this one out. As you said, coming into our pregame show, Hawley has had the ability to put up some points, but the Yellow Jacket defense has done a nice job tonight, leading this one 28-3. The only scoring points for Hawley tonight is a Gasparini field goal.
Those old guys right now are, just as engaged in this as any time. They really want to hold that 3 on the board.
And now we have a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets.
We might only had 9 guys out there. I think we were 2 short. I think Knutson was okay being 1 short, but 2 was too many, and he asked for the timeout. It's always tough because those young guys want their time to get a couple plays in, but you're sitting on the sideline waiting, and you're not sure it's your turn. And then if you don't go in, you almost want to stay on the sideline and say, no, it wasn't me.
We'll take a quick break, come back for the conclusion.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
Come on. Welcome back here. Fire the pass far side. That's complete. It is Riley Edwards on the reception. Gets to midfield on the pass from Hadley. Brady Hadley back in. That'll be 2nd down and about 5 for Hawley. The clock continues to run as we approach 1:10 to go here in this contest. The Yellow Jackets leading 28-3. Stay tuned to KLN Family Brands postgame show. We'll have your Steve Sanitation player of the game, pass complete near side. Nice pass on the run by Hadley, finding Eddie Olson for the first down.
That's kind of the tricky part with what they've got going. Hadley's got I was watching him in warm-ups. He's really got a good, comfortable throw to him. That was a wonderful pass. That's a hard pass to make. They must have different skill sets, and sometimes that's a good problem to have, and other times it's just a tricky thing for a coaching staff to have to decide.
Hadley looks left. Pressure comes, gets rid of it. Just in time, pass is complete. Hauling that one in that time was Parker Stotts.
Bloom with good pressure there off the edge, forced him to kind of go to that underneath route. And certainly we're okay with a 7-yard pass with the limited amount of time that's left. 36 seconds left, to be exact.
Hawley is electing right now to hold the timeouts in their pocket, trailing 28-3. Hadley in the gun. Looks, has time, fires, pass complete. Hadley doing a nice job spreading it around, that time making the reception, Grant Slominski. That's another first down.
That might do it.
They aren't even waiting for the change. They start the clock, and I think that is the final play. And on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, the Yellowjackets pick up a 28-3 victory tonight over the Hawley Nuggets. And just a nice performance tonight it was for the Yellowjackets in picking up the W here on Hall of Fame night. We'll be back. Come back. Postgame. Picture this. Brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back. Post-game show here, brought to you by KLN Family Brands. The Yellowjackets pick up a 28-3 victory over the Hawley Nuggets and improve to 3-4 overall. They pick up the first Mid-Northwest North win in their final Mid-Northwest North game of the year, as they will go back to non-conference scheduling next week. Hawley falls to 1-6, and Kyle, tonight, just an overall outstanding performance by this Yellowjacket squad.
Yeah, you know the coaching staff is just driving them crazy, right? You know the type of team you have, and you feel, gosh, we got this tough schedule. If we can find a way to put, get a win in there, and it doesn't happen, but you still feel like, man, 4-4 is still a spot we can get to, and maybe a 3 seed. It's just getting to this moment, and so you could just see the relief on the coaching staff as they went towards the end zone, and certainly the players. And so you're just really happy it wasn't a sneak out win. It was just an absolute, from start to finish, really quality performance by the Yellowjacket football team.
Run over the scoring synopsis of tonight's game for the Yellowjackets. It started in the first quarter, a 9-yard touchdown run by Gavin Griffin. That made it 7-0. Hawley came back in the second quarter, a field goal by Lucas Gasparini made it 7-3. Then Griffin on the airwaves on a nice strong throw from Tegan Detloff along the sideline goes in from 36 to make it 14-3. Then in the air again, Detloff in the third quarter finds Jaden Borman unofficially 8 yards out, made it 21-3. And then the final score was Detloff to Tate Zacharias from 7 yards to make it 28-3. As Bloom was perfect on the extra points tonight, as the Yellowjackets earn a 28-3 victory. And Kyle, makes it a little tough decision for us tonight on our Steve Sanitation's player of the game. Yeah, what Gavin Griffin did, he was outstanding overall. You also had Jaden Borman, some nice big plays there. But I think Tegan Detloff, his poise tonight really stood out. He dropped in some nice passes. And a couple of times where the snap may have been low or there's a tough play, he kept them in sync and kept them in stride and didn't have that turn into a turnover.
Yeah, anytime you have a good win like this, you'd probably have 5 guys or so that you could choose from. But I just thought he just really put together a good, he ran the offense well, kept us from a lot of procedure penalties, made big plays when he had to with his feet or with his arm. Just kind of a veteran type of night for Tegan Detloff. So nice to see him make plays when he had to make plays, put that really good ball to Gavin Griffin, which I thought really kind of sparked and kind of got the game in our favor, where we felt like the game was going to be ours all night. But lots of different guys tonight. I thought our defense was outstanding. I don't know how many turnovers we got them out of, but just overall, I'm glad. I thought it was the right choice with Detloff, but overall, these nights you feel like you could give it to a lot of people.
Well, and you look, I think, to me, the drive of the game was the third quarter. You start the drive off, you end up taking up, I believe it was 8-9 minutes off the clock, and you just, any chance of a Hawley comeback seemed like it was gone there after the Yellowjackets were able to finally, I mean, they've done it earlier tonight, but finish a long, sustained drive like they did, push it home, and get that 21-3 lead. And it just felt like after that, getting the last touchdown, you kind of knew it was going to happen because they were going for it deep in their own end, and the Yellowjackets were able to finish that after that stop.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's how you want to play football, right? That way, I've been saying it, I think our defense does a lot of good things. It's just hard if you're not going to sustain drives. And suddenly we sustained a couple of really good drives, and our defense flew all over the field after that, created a couple turnovers and a loss of downs. And so it's not a hard sport to figure out in regards to kind of how the momentum goes and different ways in which you can go about winning. But overall, just from start to finish, really on Hall of Fame night, really the game we were hoping to see.
Yellowjackets pick up a 28-3 victory. We thank you for tuning in to the KLN Family Brands postgame show. Just a reminder, next week, same time, 6 o'clock start on Wednesday evening here from the Ted Meinhover Field as the Yellowjackets welcome the Prowlers to town. Yellowjackets, want to avenge that one from last year as well, and that should be a battle here coming up at 6 o'clock again against the Prowlers here at the Ted Meinhover Field.
Yeah, it's going to be a good, the season winds down really fast. It's crazy with this sport how it does. You get this Friday, you go right to Wednesday, then you flip to the Tuesday. It really compounds, and that's where, as a coaching staff, can you say, hey, here's kind of the segue and the framework to get us to where we want to be, and you can kind of put that picture in their brains. Hey, if we do this, you don't want to go and, football coaches are the biggest. It's just one play at a time. But you can paint a picture for them where right now it looks, hey, you take care of business and you stay healthy and you guys, get good sleep and you eat well and put ourselves in a position to be as healthy as possible when the season comes to an end, or the regular season comes to an end. We've got ourselves a chance because we have a good team, and we've proven we can do that. So I'm sure our coaching staff will do a great job of winding down this season, but we're in a spot right now where, you lose 4 in a row, and now you find a way to get this W, and everything feels great again. So you hope to kind of build on that, and really, really a fun night.
Well, Kyle, nice work again tonight. Thank you
as
again.
Well.
We'll be back here on Wednesday night here, 6 o'clock kick. We thank you for tuning in. For Kyle Haverman, I'm Jason.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got a better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.